Man, I don't know about you, but B Walt, but every like since we did the show last week, right, with Norm Macdonald, either someone in as a celebrity or personally I've known has passed every day since then. Um,
We're
so
living in the world for that nowadays.
yeah, this is that time. And man, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever's going on, find a way to do what the fuck you want. Live your fucking life. You don't know how many moments you're gonna have left. We want to give our roses to AJ Johnson, aka Ezel. He passed away at 55. And I got a quick story about I was about to call him Ezel, AJ Johnson. Dude has always been funny. Always. And there was a show, an open mic, me and my boy went to, and he was hosting. He was pretty much the host and the headliner for this like stand-up comedy like weed spot inside. This is clearly pre-COVID. Niggas gave no fucks. And he had this joke about like he was one of those comics that would talk about shit you weren't supposed to talk about. Like they say like that's taboo or like you're above that or whatever. He had this joke about how he would shit and then like wipe his ass. And then he fold the paper. And then he wipe his ass again. And he fold the paper. And he had like a moment of every time he folded the paper like 7 times, bro. Like about just wiping his ass. And it was so funny. And it was so funny because as a comic, they tell you you got to be better than that. You can't be talking about like having shit jokes. And nigga, that was the best shit joke I've ever heard. That was the best joke I heard that night. You know what I'm saying? So uh thank you for being fearless and just being cool. Like anytime I came across you, um, always been funny as fuck. And I'll tell you what, this happened, and he didn't even know this is some LA shit. We was in the streets, we were driving somewhere, and I saw him like a couple cars in front of me. And some car was fucking around in front of him. Like they weren't going, like the light was green and they weren't going. He like honked on the horn and they finally moved. And he had his Benz. He bent around him, hit like 80 super quick. We got to the next red light, and he pulled up hella fast right in front of him, like made him almost hit. And then he laid back in his car, like, now what, bitch? Now what? Like he was on the whole time. The shit was hilarious. Um, yeah, man, I just that fucked me up when I heard that. That was this morning. And then the last one is an artist from the 90s, B-Wall. I don't know if I threw it in the group on Facebook. Mike McGinty. He's a concept artist for Street Fighter. He's got some classic images for Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2, Streets of Rage 2, Streets of Rage 3. Yeah, man. He passed away. It's just been like it's been crazy this week. So if you got a beef with somebody, get that shit sorted out, or don't. If there's some shit you want to do, go fucking do it. Find a way. If you really want to do it, you'll find a way, or don't. But my point is, whatever you do, don't have no regrets, and that's my point. Because you don't leave this motherfucker with regrets, whatever the case might be. B Walt, anything else before we get out of here?
Whatever you do, take care of yourself and your health, because once that shit is gone, it's very hard to reclaim that shit if at all. So take care of yourself. And that's all real. I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for other things as well, sir. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna say that right now because it's still recording. You know what I mean? So
you wanna at least turn the fucking camera on while you Like
while I
subliminally hit me with some shit.
subliminally, but not subliminally, and
Right. You want to tell me some shit, but you don't. Nah, thank you both, AJ Johnson, Mike McGinty. We appreciate y'all.